Tdwp, Episode 22. Receive the blessing, be the blessing. This is Tdwp, the Daily Wisdom Podcast. I'm Aaron Montag. Every day, in every way, let's get a little better. It's another glorious weekend. Spring is in the air. The light lingers a little longer in the evening. The earth is waking up. Buds are appearing where branches looked lifeless just weeks ago. The air itself feels like possibility. And through it all, God is still on the throne. That alone is reason for peace. That alone is reason for hope. That alone is reason to lift your head, square your shoulders, and breathe a little deeper today. Because when God is on the throne, chaos does not get the final word. Fear does not get the final word. History does not get the final word. Your past does not get the final word. Today I want to speak to you about something simple, yet profound. Something that can change how you walk into this weekend and how you walk out of it. Receive your blessing and be a blessing. Notice the order. Receive, then release. Fill, then flow. Strengthen, then serve. Many people struggle because they try to give from an empty vessel. Others struggle because they receive but never release. Wisdom lives in the balance. Ecclesiastes tells us, "To everything there is a season," and spring is nature's reminder that dormant things can live again, buried things can rise, quiet preparation can suddenly become visible progress. Seeds do not panic underground, they prepare. And when conditions align, warmth, light, moisture, they move. Perhaps you have been in a season of preparation, learning, waiting, healing, observing, building quietly, wondering if anything is happening at all. And now, something feels different. Ideas are stirring, conversations are happening, opportunities are appearing. Doors that were once closed feel slightly ajar. Across the country, I am seeing people awaken to possibility. Ordinary people realizing they can participate in extraordinary change when they act together with purpose and discipline. Something is moving, but here's a gentle truth. Opportunity does not force itself upon us. It invites, it presents, it waits for a response. Jesus told the parable of the talents, not to shame, but to teach stewardship. Each servant received according to their capacity, and what mattered was not comparison, but what they did with what they were given. Your blessing is not meant to intimidate you. It is meant to equip you. And blessings are not only material. Sometimes blessing is clarity. Sometimes it is courage. Sometimes it is wisdom. Sometimes it is the right relationship at the right time. Sometimes it is simply the strength to take one step forward when yesterday you could barely stand still. So let me offer you something practical for this weekend. Something you can do today. First, recognize your season. Ask yourself quietly, what feels alive right now? What keeps returning to my thoughts? Where do I feel both excitement and responsibility? Often, your next step lives at the intersection of those two feelings. Second, take one courageous step. Not 10, not a grand gesture. One step. Make the call, send the message, read the chapter, organize the plan, have the conversation, begin the project, pray intentionally, walk outside and think clearly. Momentum favors movement. Clarity grows in motion. Third, prepare to carry blessing responsibly. Blessing without structure can become burden. So strengthen your habits, guard your character, build discipline quietly. Small daily order creates capacity for larger opportunities. Luke tells us, "He who is faithful in little will be faithful in much." Not glamorous, but powerful. Fourth, and this is where transformation happens, look for someone to lift. Receive your blessing. Be a blessing. Encourage someone today. Share knowledge. Offer help. Speak hope. Pray for someone by name. Smile at a stranger. Invest a moment of your attention in someone who feels unseen. Blessing multiplies when it flows. And here is something deeply encouraging. You do not have to change the whole world to change a world. One act of kindness can alter the trajectory of a day, a week, sometimes a life. Isaiah says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come." Not when conditions are perfect, not when everyone agrees, not when you feel completely ready. Arise, shine, because the light is already present. This weekend is not just another weekend. It is an opportunity to reset your posture, to breathe in gratitude, to step forward with quiet confidence, to remember that you are not forgotten, not finished, not disqualified. Designed for a few, available to the many, but activated by those who move. Will the few be left behind? Only if they choose hesitation over participation. but you do not have to live that story. Choose readiness, choose courage, choose generosity, choose hope. And if you find yourself wanting deeper wisdom on stewardship, purpose, identity, community, and practical steps for building a meaningful life, I have gathered many of these ideas into the books available through the MX3 Motivational Books bookstore. Not as pressure, but as tools you can use at your own pace, in your own season. You can explore them at mx3motivationalbooks.com. But today, the most important thing is not what you read later, it is what you do next. Receive the blessing already present in your life, the breath in your lungs, the awareness in your mind, the strength in your body, the opportunity before you. And then, be a blessing. Because when ordinary people choose to live this way, quietly, consistently, generously, extraordinary things begin to happen. Thank you for spending this time with me. It is always an honor to walk this path of growth together. This is Tdwp, the Daily Wisdom Podcast. I'm Aaron Montag. Every day, in every way, let's get a little better. Enjoy this glorious weekend. Breathe deeply, move intentionally, encourage freely, receive your blessing, and be a blessing.